Hey guys, it's Diego. This is my co-host Bryce.
Hi.
Welcome back to the. Hey guys. So that Invincible intro, that was amazing.
very,
Editing,
very well done. Swear to God.
That Invincible series finale, dude. These past few episodes were amazing, dude. I love the Powerplex episode, and then
Powerplex,
and then going straight into the Invincible War episode.
Right after,
that was
it was back to back to back. It was in the span of like a couple weeks. How long was the?
It was 3 weeks because each week we. Oh well,
The Invincible War was like 3 days. It was all in the span of 3 days. And then before that, the Powerplex thing was within like a whole day.
An hour or two. Because
because
he got like not caught, but
he ran away the first time.
Yeah, he had to fight Shapesmith.
Yeah, that's right.
All that, and then he ran away because obviously Mark didn't show up. Invincible didn't show up.
God, you just spoiled what? Oh,
sorry, spoilers to anyone who's.
Oh my God, no! How could you?
Who's listening? You should probably look at the video or skip to whatever time. Skip a few minutes ahead, I'm gonna guess. Skip until you hear us stop talking about Invincible.
You can put like things in the description that like
that's true. That's true.
I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out though. I guess I'm not. We're obviously not pros over here, so I have no idea what I'm doing at all times.
But yeah, so. That Powerplex episode, it took us span like 2 days or so. Mark was too busy playing bowling with his his new girlfriend.
Hell yeah!
It's the
name. Yeah, and you got to see his ex that everyone hates. I'm glad it's a collective. I think Amber is like a little.
Has calmed down a little bit though.
I love the hate on the dad though of Adam Eve. I love that hate.
The hate.
Screw that guy. That guy is bad man.
Yeah.
Bad father. How dare you?
Father.
Disrespect.
As well. Fuck Immortal. And Duplicate.
Oh.
They can all go. Those three can go to hell.
Yeah, no, I love the memes where it's like
Duplicate and
no, it's mid immortal and cunt.
You can't say that word.
Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. I forget the names for her, but like, and it's just like King Rex or whatever. Like my man King Rex.
Blow himself up, dude. That was.
You know what?
I think that was one of the things that they were going to change from the comics, honestly, because I didn't think they were going to, because they strayed away from it a little bit with adding Shrink Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
So it's like, okay, building a new relationship.
It was kind of nice though at the same time, because like they made this little relationship, and they like the whole redemption arc with Rex was so well done. So well done.
I think Rex is definitely one of the most well written people in Invincible, and that's why he became such a lovable character.
Yeah, because he had such a good redemption arc from being such a jerk from the start, and then
season 2, he was half of season 2.
He still like has that personality, but he still realizes that the person he like was. And it only took him getting his brains blown out to do it. Yeah, but I mean, like, whatever it takes at this point, like at least he saw it.
Makes you feel like a good person.
At least he figured it out. No, that's such a sad thing to like. Oh man, he finally just got his life together. And then they're like, you know what? You're still gonna die, buddy.
Bro, yeah, they just said.
But you know what? We're gonna make it in an even more terrible way, more impactful for everybody.
We're gonna make him have a relationship before this happens.
It was pretty sad.
And especially because Shrinking Ray talked about, do you really want to die being a hero?
Oh yeah,
Before. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, damn, if they don't do it, then this shit pop off. But they did it. And they did my man Rex. Rest in peace, homie.
How do you feel about Robot taking his name?
I mean, it's alright. I mean, I don't, like, I get it. Obviously, he's a clone of Rex. He took Rex's obvious DNA. So I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know. I think he should have just kept his own name, Rudy, because he's his own person and not Rex.
Right. I felt it was a weird thing to do. Like why? Why? Why?
I did like the part where he said I couldn't go up there myself. That was I was like, okay, you know what, that makes sense. You know, like he has his robot to do it for him. Like he's doing it, but in basic robot form. You get me? So that I kind of like that. But yeah, let's talk about the highlights of the episode. Stephen Young playing different Invincibles, giving them different voices and everything.
He did really well.
Man,
he did really well. I've always liked him as an actor ever since Walking Dead and stuff. But like,
Walking Dead, but I like him in other movies that I've seen him in.
That was the first thing I saw him in and stuff. I think what a lot of people started with. And then I've seen him in multiple other things, and he's always done a very good job. He's always well-rounded person to like dip into these characters and give them. My favorite thing is Beef. I love Beef. I don't know if anyone's watched Beef. I love Beef.
It's that. It's the one with the Winter Soldier guy, right? With Sebastian Stan. The guy from Marvel Beef, or maybe I'm thinking about.
No. It's with the guy we're talking about, and then another very well actress. I forget her name. I wish I was good. I'm not good with names at all, but it was another good actress, and they have like this. The starting beef is like they get into road rage, and it goes into like this whole crazy scenario of like them trying to get back at each other here and there, and then it goes into something bigger, and then it's from start to finish. It starts off crazy and just progressively gets crazier throughout the entire thing. And if you haven't watched Beef, you should watch Beef.
Oh no, I have seen Beef. I just
you're looking at you.
I just don't know why I didn't remember it. But
no, it's crazy, and I recommend that everyone watch it.
It is.
If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it.
Yeah. But yeah, Stephen Yeun's definitely. I think he's doing pretty good as Mark. Honestly.
No, dude, he's doing so good. He's doing so goddamn good. I love it. I love every second of that show from the start to what they're doing right now. The whole conquest fight. That fight was so good, and the see Mark finally flip his switch is so good.
I'm gonna screw you up, man. I'll mess you up.
I don't care anymore.
Did you hear the stupid controversy that people had with the first voice of Conquest with him? That his voice was too raspy or something? That Negan wasn't like deep enough, But I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I think he did a great job.
The thing is, they were comparing it to an AI edit.
Right.
But that's AI. Obviously, you can input whatever you want into AI and make it sound like you want.
I think they did a great job.
I think he fits, and especially when they added that new monologue at the end when he was talking about how lonely he felt, which I honestly felt that like Mark was about to get assaulted right there.
When you're watching that scene, you're like, oh God, what is about to happen?
Especially when he, early in the episode, he made a little heart with his blood.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, this guy freaky.
They really went about adding some stuff from the comics.
It was pretty good. It's pretty good that they're able to add that onto it than just being basically... I know it's basically page to page kind of thing.
I like the little ad.
Which is fine.
I like it. I like it so much. I think they did really well.
But I'm glad that the creator of Invincible is still working on Invincible and be like, hey, I wanted to add this, but I couldn't because obviously as a comic book you only have certain pages.
You have so many.
And you don't have a lot. And then when you're looking back at it, you're like, okay, what if I just add this?
Right now,
and make it makes it feel better.
I'm so happy that they have a chance to do something like this, and they're constantly adding.
I do
more.
Too, and again, I feel like the Conquest battle was nice. I'm glad that they kind of do save some of their budget for these bigger battles because I understand, like,
Dude, it was so good.
Flow
Dude.
on the ground and trying to,
Right.
that is such peak movement right there.
No, they did so good.
And I'm glad that they kind of say their budget, because
No, there should be. I think in every, it's like playing a game or doing anything and like watching a show. You always want your climax part to be the very best part, and even if it's like not like it's a slow build up until that. I would fully love every creator out there to wait and like save it, like, because there are cool scenes that you can make here and there, and that's cool. But I would so love that big part that you're hyping up the entire goddamn show for it to actually be very big, you know?
Especially because, again, the Conquest fight is a big fight. Like, I know the Invincible War was big in obviously in the it wasn't that big in the cons, but it was still kind of a big thing. But like, it was only a few panels that they showed in the comics of it happening.
Right, like, I mean, these, like, the Viltrumite War wasn't even that long in the comics and stuff. Like, it was all, like, stuff that they're making really well out of almost nothing. Yeah, like, out of almost nothing, but, like, the few panels that was given in the storybooks.
Again, like, I think because I guess there's only like 11 or 12 animators on the show, so they're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
and again, like, I understand,
awesome
we
creators.
want better animation, which I'm not gonna say that I won't deny. Obviously, I like better animation, but it's also their budget and where they put it into and where they're gonna put it into.
I think they did very well.
I think Invincible has $22 million for each season. Versus, like, let's say another show that's on Amazon, Rings of Power, whatever that is, the Lord of the Rings show. That got $1 billion.
I never watched that.
I never watched it either. But I've heard from the grapevine of, like, Amazon and all that, they give that show $1 billion.
Wow.
So if they give a little bit of that, like, let's cut the budget of Rings of Power. Sorry to the Lord of the Rings fans, which I don't care. I've never watched them. So, fight me. But
I have. Don't attack me, please. I enjoy it.
I feel like your show doesn't need that much. I'm going to be honest. I think Invincible definitely deserves more love, especially because I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's a little more popular than your than Rings of Power. To me, I think it's one of their most popular. I think Invincible is definitely top 3 of their show. Obviously, you have The Boys, and then I don't know, Jack Reacher show. I don't know if that counts. I think Invincible and The Boys are definitely their top 3 people. They're definitely up there in the top 2 shows for Amazon.
The last episode of Invincible got the same ratings and charts as the ending of the Clone Wars, the animated series, and another really popular show, which is really cool because those are really like really big things for a lot of people. So, and
to the people that say oh well, look at all these Japanese studios, they do all this great animation, why can't Invincible? You do realize that those Japanese artists don't get to go home sometimes and they fall asleep at work. They don't have good work companies over there. So fuck to all those people. Maybe do some research before you search on them, because those Japanese artists do suffer. We've seen it. So, to the 11 animators or 12 animators, whoever works on Invincible, keep doing a job.
You're doing great.
Fucking great.
You're doing amazing.
Honestly, it's amazing. Yeah,
work.
we had it rough in the season 2, but season 3 definitely picked it up, I feel like. And
I've liked it through and through.
I liked it through and through. I'm not going to say that, like, oh, I've hated the seasons because of the animation. I don't think I care.
We're here to critique you the whole way through.
No, but seriously, like, this whole season was amazing. I think it was a great from start to finish. I think Adam Eve's and Mark's relationship is blossoming pretty great. I think I like the way
not gonna in this next season. Next season gonna be bad.
Yeah, and then they added the new storyline with Damien Darkblood, when he's recruiting the devil or whatever at the end of this post-credit scene. from Conquest. I don't know if you saw it. Or not.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so they're adding a new story that isn't even part of the original Invincible series. So I'm kind of excited to see what he's planning out. Who do you think he was talking about? Like someone powerful. I don't think he was talking about Conquest, honestly.
No,
and I think maybe Adam Eve. I'm gonna be honest.
You think Adam Eve?
I think he might be talking about Adam Eve. But who do you think? Like, who's your theory on who he was talking about being a super powerful being? You better not say immortal. Homie did not do it.
Oh, hell yeah. My main man, immortal, showed up. We're all saved.
Yeah. I don't know if he's worse than Mark or him. I don't know. They all both get their beat half the time.
You know? I don't know. What if it's a robot?
You think it's wrong? I mean, that's a fine answer.
Because I'm curious to see if they take, because you read the comics, right?
Yeah, obviously.
So I'm curious to see if they take the robot path
of
you know, I don't want to spoil it, but like, you know what I'm talking about.
Where he goes
insane,
kind of, basically. Just, we'll leave it at that. He goes insane.
Yeah, he goes insane and does some things.
Does shit for people close to him. But yeah, so Invincible is great. I love that show. I think we should definitely keep getting more.
Invest in Invincible.
Invest more into money, because honestly, I think that's your big money maker right now. Besides The Boys, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know, where's The Boys? Come on, guys.
The Boys. Well, obviously they said they're gonna take about a year. So, I think we'll get I think we're gonna get a season 2 of Gen V in between this season and.
Oh, you think so? Oh yeah. Huh?
So,
we should.
So we'll probably get a season 2, because obviously we had the other 2 guys from Gen V, the girl Kate, I think, or Kat, whatever his name was.
Yeah, whatever.
And the brother of the other guy.
Yeah, so they showed up
at the end of. Well, they showed up mid and then at the end of The Boys. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a discussion, and I think where they took, spoilers to The Boys as well if you haven't seen this last season.
I feel like it's been out long enough.
Yeah, but spoilers. But wherever they took Huey, Frenchie, and Butcher. No, they didn't get Butcher. They got an MM.
Yeah, they got everyone except Butcher.
Yeah, Butcher except Starlight. And I don't think they got Kiriko, right? No, because they left her behind. But they
left her behind?
Or no, someone
they grabbed her. They grabbed her. It has been a minute, but no, they definitely grabbed Frenchie and her.
I think they're gonna end up either in the same spot that the Gen V kids are at. You know, at the end of the show, they were in that like white room where there's no doors, no.
So it is gonna be a thing where you're gonna have to watch this.
So Gen V.
The Gen V season 2.
I mean, you can watch Gen V, but I think you can watch it quick.
It's not. No, it's good. It's good. I liked it.
I think the world building is nice for it. I think if you want to establish yourself besides being just in the main universe of The Boys, like it's a good side part of the universe. And I mean, it connects into this last season that we just had for The Boys and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the both. I think Invincible and The Boys are their biggest shows right now. I think that's what people usually go on to Amazon to watch. Besides your Lord of the Rings fans, yeah, I'm looking at you. But anyways,
I like Lord of the Rings.
Just play. You can watch whatever the fuck you want. I don't care for Lord of the Rings. I never liked it. Well, I never liked it. I just never put the time and effort into watching them because I don't care.
I can't wait till Mark goes and revisits the Sealand place where the other Marks are at now.
The abandoned Earth.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
What was your favorite Mark?
Which one was my favorite Mark?
I like Omni Mark.
I do like Omni Mark. Omni Mark was pretty cool. He was pretty cool.
I think a lot of people's was definitely Mohawk Mark.
Mohawk Mark was funny. I liked him. He was pretty good. I liked I liked I think it was the masked one who talked a lot of mad crap.
Wait, which one?
He talked a lot of mad.
Oh, the one with the one that wasn't fully masked, but the one that had like
the Dre mask. Because he's all like, that's not enough to talk, like to take me down, blah blah. And then Mark just comes in and just wham and just knock. That's like my favorite part about the whole thing is just him getting knocked out like that was so freaking funny. I was like, yes, that's what I like to see. Oh, dude, no, they did so good.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Invincible's amazing.
Next season's gonna be real depressing, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's okay. Our life's depressing, but hey, we can be depressed with other characters.
Hell yeah. You got love problems, get ready for next season.
If you think you cried at Rex's funeral.
Okay, get ready for next season.
Exactly.
A lot of people die, a lot of people break up, a lot of people, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Shit happens.
I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, other than that, what have you been doing, dude?
I've been just working. I've been playing. I finished. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, but I started playing Life is Strange about a couple of weeks ago, and then I literally had just finished it yesterday, last night. Honestly, felt emotional and everything because I started playing Life is Strange because of the new one that came out, the Double Exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I haven't really played it. And I watched the first one when it first came out, like 2013, 2012. Like, it was a while back.
Right.
When I was a wee youngin.
Wee lad.
Wee lad.
Wee little lad.
I watched the gameplay, and I was always interested in those games, but I just never really like played them, or I just didn't have the money to buy them myself.
Right.
So I just basically live vicariously through people, and then so I watched the Life is Strange playthrough. I think it was Jacksepticeye that I
watched Jack as well.
That's usually someone I go to watch like gameplay, especially because I like the way he plays.
I like Jack and Mark. I grew up with both Jack and Mark, so like those
I mean, I did too. I grew up with Jack and Mark. But anyways, so yeah, I played it, and then there's some elements that I completely forgot about the story because it had been years. I literally watched it once, just never thought about it. I remember the ending, not ending, but I remember who was the person that...
Who the bad guy?
Yeah, who the bad guy was technically in the story. So, I knew who it was from the beginning, but it was just like going through the story elements myself and going through those beats. I mean, it was pretty good. I liked most of I think the story's great. I like those games. I love the games where your choices do matter. And stuff like that, where they actually impact the story and not choices that they give you in a game and like, oh, you can choose this choice, but it really won't matter.
At the end of it, it's gonna.
But like,
we're gonna have the same outcome.
And it's pretty nice, and I like Life is Strange especially because of the rewind. Because it's nice to see like in the moment, just to see what the other reaction was before you make your decision. And I think I like it. I like that. Obviously, it like makes your choice a little bit easier because if you're like, oh, I don't actually like that one, so I'm just gonna reverse time. You get me?
Right.
Which it kind of does take, but then again. As well, it's like still your feeling of like, hey, you're obviously playing as Max, but you're still playing Max as you. You get it? Like you're still having your intentions, not your feeling. How do I put this? Your conscience choices. You know what I mean, that's what I meant.
Okay, all right.
Like you're putting your choice because truly you are controlling Max, so you're putting your choices. Basically into those your conscious and choices to those answers to what you want. Bryce, I can see you're disagreeing with me.
I'm just trying to understand what you're saying, but I'm really trying over here. Okay,
it's the player's choice. I don't know.
I get that these games are really good, and I do love these games. I still have yet to play the Tall Tales of the new Borderlands or whatever, which is like after Borderlands 3.
Is it?
It is after Borderlands 3, which is why I want to play it, and I've never seen it
I've never seen it either. I stopped kind of watching playthroughs after a while.
Right, yeah, exactly. I fell off of playthroughs and stuff. Like, I love...
Especially because now that I can have money and I can
buy it myself. I want to experience it myself rather than watch someone else. Like, I'll watch someone else afterwards.
Yeah, I like
afterwards, but like...
Okay, I want to see how they react.
Yeah, I want to see their reaction.
I reacted this way and stuff like that.
So, I want to see what they did in this scenario now that I've done it, yeah.
But yeah, I like Life is Strange. But I'm in confliction because I don't know if I want to go straight into Double Exposure, this new one with Max again, or if I should go down the line of Life is Strange 2 with the two brothers, and then I think Living Color or something like that was the name of the third game.
Life's Colors or something.
Color, yeah,
something like that, whatever.
And so I don't know if I want to go straight into that or
there's so many of them now, actually.
Straight into the sequel of Life is Strange, basically.
I haven't played. The only one I played really is the first one, and then I like tried to watch a bit of the
second one.
Not the second one, but the
or was
Cloud, the one with Chloe. You know, the DLC one.
Life is Strange Before Storm. Oh,
yeah, Before the Storm.
This is Before the Storm.
Yeah. That's the one. I started to watch it, but I just never ended up watching it.
My account, so if you ever feel like...
I think it's free on the PlayStation Store as well.
It might be.
Like the PlayStation Plus store.
Yeah.
I think all of them are free on there so far, except maybe this newest one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, this newest one because it just came out last year or the beginning of this year. It was one of the two.
I don't know. So yeah.
That was the newest one, which I hear mixed reviews that it was good, but it wasn't like the greatest thing. Like it didn't live up to the first one.
Well, yeah, nothing's ever gonna. But you gotta still appreciate a good game when you got a good game. I feel like people have too much expectation nowadays when it comes to games, and I feel like you should just enjoy, even if it's a bad game, enjoy a bad game with a bad game. Like just like I don't know. I miss old games.
I want to ask you a question.
No.
So in Life is Strange, spoilers to whoever hasn't played it or watched the gameplay, you should go watch it or play it, whichever one you want to do. But in the story, you go back and save your friend's dad, Chloe. Chloe's your friend. Chloe's dad. And so you change the whole timeline, basically. And so instead of her dad dying in a car accident, he lives, but Chloe gets in a wheelchair, so she's basically paralyzed because she got in a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
But like before you go back to your main timeline, she asks you to kill her because she doesn't. Obviously, she already knows she's dying, and so she's deteriorating, and she's like, "Well, I want you to kill me."
Are you asking me if I killed that?
No, would you kill me if I asked you to?
Oh God! God!
Would you murder me? And we're not murder.
But
volunteering myself is like, hey, I don't want to live this life. Would you?
I would need a signed release form and a confession on tape and a recording. And then
a vlog.
Yeah, a vlog. Like, hey guys,
one last
podcast before I murder him. No,
But like, let's say you're in that scenario. And you can't change back time. You don't have Max's powers. You don't have anything. So you purely are gonna stay in that timeline. Of like me asking you, would you yes or no? There's no wrong answers. It's your fucking personal preference. I'm not gonna get mad at you. It's a yes or no, Bryce.
No. Yes, because I think I would want to honor your last wishes for sure. Because I feel like if that's truly what you wanted, I'd give you like probably the best last day ever, and then I'd shoot you in the back of the head.
Okay, I was gonna say shoot me in the back of the head. You could just turn up my morphine like that.
Oh.
It didn't actually mean like gun me down, like public execution. I was just saying.
I just thought you'd want it to like be a surprise or something. You didn't want to see it coming type deal.
No, the morphine's just gonna make me go to sleep permanently. I won't feel anything.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like it'd be less scary if you just got your brains blown out of nowhere.
I don't know, but I think that's more horrific.
Probably, but
I don't know. I'm dead now.
I don't know. Just,
all right. Just want to make sure. Just want to see what your answer was, because yeah.
What would you do? Hmm?
Honestly, no.
No.
I'm just like, no. I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. I would honor your last wish as well.
Alright.
I would murder you. I mean, kill you.
I'm gonna watch you suffer.
Yeah,
I want you to suffer.
Suffer. In a wheelchair. You can't move.
I want you to suffer the rest of your life.
I'm just gonna put Bob's Burgers.
What's on repeat? Watch it till you die.
Honestly, I think that'd be the happiest time of your life.
Just be sitting there.
Probably maybe switch it up to Family Guy here once in a while.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of wild. Every once in a blue moon, Family Guy turns on. I'm like, oh!
Family Guy!
Hit him with the
He's a family guy! That's all you hear.
Wakes me up from my eternity sleep.
Yeah, but I'd definitely honor your last wish, honestly.
Would you? Okay, so since we're talking about that, then, if at the end of the game, where you either have to sacrifice Chloe or like the Bay, what would you do? Would you sacrifice me or would you save the Bay? And like families in there, you know? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That was harder.
Yeah, see that? What are you?
I might have to trade your life for the rest of the fam, bro. I'd still remember you, but I...
You better build a statue of me.
Goddamn right, brother.
It's like made out of sticks.
It's just base.
This was me.
It's got a little blood rolling on.
Yeah. That's exactly how I'd like to be remembered.
Beanie.
Okay.
Yeah, one of your beanies and your shirts. What shirt you want?
Hey, I want
you want the mayonnaise one, or you want which one you want for it?
You know what? If it was for us, I'd want the Mordecai and Rigby one.
The Mordecai and Rigby.
Mordecai and Rigby one for sure.
I think I'd honor your life. Yeah, sorry, Bryce, but I think I'd have to
okay.
sacrifice you for the town.
It's okay. I understand.
I think I honestly, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be able to sleep because I know, but
you know, man, I killed my friend.
But it's like at the same time, it's like, damn, I kill a lot of people. That maybe there might be assholes, but there are some good people, and some of them are my family or friends.
You know what? So, that's what happens when you're a good guy.
What about you?
I'm a villain. I'd sacrifice everyone.
Well, for me, I'm fine with that. I guess for me. See, I'd
sacrifice the world.
But that just all comes down to your morality. You know, it's like it's what you feel comfortable with, because there's no right answer.
No one's ever done right by me. No. I just think of a whole villain thing.
Power plays.
No, you haven't seen what I've seen. He's a monster.
He can't keep any away with it. He can't keep any away with it. God, I'm surprised they didn't add that line in there. I was waiting.
I know, right? You think what a missed opportunity, dog.
But yeah, all right. So, I mean, those are your two different answers. And by the way, I know people might comment when I watch this. I did sacrifice Chloe, unfortunately, because I thought that was going to be the canon ending for Double Exposure. But I guess it doesn't really matter from what I've heard. Whether you choose Chloe or not, it doesn't really matter.
And how dare it not give you an option? I wanted my lesbian couple to live.
I kissed Warren in my playthrough.
You monster. How dare you give Warren, a good guy, a chance?
How how dare I kill a good friend, a guy that's actually interested in you, and
how dare you give him a chance?
how dare
It was all about the lesbian couple.
How dare I go through the drive-in with him to go watch Planet of the Apes?
How dare you?
How dare I? How dare I give the guy, a nice guy, a chance?
Honestly,
the guy who defended me from Nathan.
Yeah, no, honestly, you're a monster. You should have given Chloe all the respect. The girl who obviously didn't want you around and resented you for a while. Yeah.
I did kiss Chloe when she asked me to kiss
her. You
her.
son!
It's alright. It's okay. We're teenagers. They are teenagers. They can do
that's what I did as a kid.
You kiss guys?
No. Metaphorically, I guess, but not like, no. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
I was playing with you. No, but yeah, so I think I'm after Life is Strange. Obviously, I'm on Before the Storm, so the prequel to it, and then after that, I'll decide on what I feel like playing, either the sequel or the double exposure.
You know what comes out around my birthday?
What?
The new Doom.
Oh, does it? Really?
So you know what we're also gonna do at my birthday party?
Play Doom.
Play Doom.
Because I'm also gonna play Doom.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be playing Doom as well.
You're gonna be here at this party, but we'll play Doom at the party too.
Yo, is the party gonna be at your house or we gonna have it somewhere else? Okay.
I'm gonna be here. Okay. We set out camera too.
Oh, we're gonna set up camera.
Somewhere out camera.
Oh, so we're gonna have a birthday special for Bryce. Bryce is gonna have a birthday special.
We're gonna have a birthday special for me and Diego. Unless we go out somewhere we can't record.
True.
Well, we might go somewhere we can't record.
Which I think is a lot of places we go.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
No one likes being recorded.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Very understandable. I don't think I would like it either.
I don't want to like it either. Especially without my consent. Because I don't know if I do something stupid, I don't want to be called out. That's how I feel.
Can you imagine getting famous in the background of someone else's video and you don't even know?
That scene from Dire Wimpy Kid when they're filming the mom instead of Roderick on the stage in the talent show. No, that's how it was, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious.
Speaking of other video games, you started AC Shadows, Assassin's Creed.
I did start Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I think it's a pretty good, decent game. I think if you're like a diehard Assassin's Creed fan, like you and I, that it's still, you know,
it's not Valhalla enough.
It's like its own RPG type deal, and it's still good, and like there's still things you can do to make it feel like Assassin's Creed. I think that some things in it are actually like very reminiscent of Assassin's Creed 1, like the very original with Altair,
which is still one of my favorite Assassin's
Creed. Right, exactly. I love the very first Assassin's Creed. That's what I grew up on, like when I was very young.
I played that a lot on
right. 360. Yeah, exactly. So there's like, they have like, you know, back in the old one when you're going to a different area, like it zooms out and like you transfer areas. The same feel now. They brought it back, and it makes me feel really good. The movement feels really good. The fighting's all right. The fighting feels. I feel like the fighting, like it's very reminiscent of like the old style where like if you counter properly, you can counteract an attack, and it does a good chunk of damage, just kind of like the old ones, but now, you know, a little more advanced, so you can't just
you can't just
1 KO everybody.
Which I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it performs a challenge, but it doesn't make me feel like too much of a badass. I feel like if you're an assassin, you do things quickly and swiftly, versus taking your time like I'm not gonna say like a gladiator or something, but like how obviously Assassin's Creed Origins, Valhalla, and Odyssey felt. Because those people weren't really assassins. You get me? Bassam, I'm not gonna say he's not an assassin, but he was the start. Obviously, that was the start. That's why it's called Origins. So little bit more of like, okay, this is a different style. And then Odyssey, you're more of a Spartan, so you fight differently. And then obviously Valhalla just
I love the Spartan one. I just like
went
Spartans though.
Viking. went obviously all Viking and everything. And like again, like I didn't really play Odyssey a lot.
I played all of them. I loved every single one. I loved Odyssey. I loved Valhalla. I'm starting to like Shadows.
I got like halfway through Valhalla and then I stopped playing. I got to the part where you could bang your best friend's wife, which I did.
I did too. I stole her 100%.
Just to steal your girl.
Yeah, he did not like that in Kyo Team.
Yeah, but yeah, just I get it for those games, but at the same time, again, they didn't feel very assassin-like.
No, they didn't. They're definitely their own RPG games, and I like it, but they should have just made a different game and left Assassin's Creed, in my opinion. Like they could easily just make a whole separate game.
Yeah.
And it'd be great.
And I know I'm sounding like I'm nitpicking here, but it's just like it's the way. I mean, obviously, me and Bryce both grew up playing Assassin's Creed from the very start, so we kind of knew how the game mechanic worked, and just like again, like the old style, just like when you're fighting, like you'd feel like a badass because there'd be 20 guys literally around you, and you just be countering 3, 2, and 1, and just like swiftness. Like if you were Batman, basically like how the Batman Arkham games felt, it made you feel cool. It made you feel like an assassin.
Assassin's Creed was the start of that little mechanic.
Yeah, of countering and everything.
Yeah.
And again, like I know it might be a little nitpicking here and there, but I'm still gonna try it.
Bring back the better one. No, I'm just joking.
But like,
not joking.
I definitely feel like that gameplay style was unique to the Assassin's Creed franchise versus this new one. Just feels like you're almost every single day RPG. Oh, you gotta parry, you gotta counter, you gotta have to roll out of the way so you don't get hit. You get me? Like, and I feel like that's a lot, like God of War, and I think God of War uses that very well. I think God of War, from obviously the original hack and slash, where it's top down view basically, and you're just pressing one single button and just throwing your chains around to God of War 2018.
You know, I miss like simple games and stuff like that. Like I feel like games have just grown so much that they feel the necessity to be more than just simple.
And I kind of, I'm not gonna say, but I kind of blame that on the gaming community as a whole.
Right, yeah.
Because it's like you expect a lot out of something. You expect so much of like, well, we don't want the same repetitive stuff, but it's like that same repetitive stuff kind of makes the game. You get it? That's why you kind of fell in love with it. I understand, and I understand people are like, oh, we don't like the same kind of stuff, but to the people who say that, also play Call of Duty, any Madden game. You play FIFA. You guys literally play the same game every single time when it comes out. And I like Call of Duty. I love Call of Duty franchise person. I'm not much of a sports person, but I do love it, and there's certain things that just like you're like, hey, that's what made it feel nice and feel good. And again, I understand the need for change. Obviously, it's good to change from the jump from Assassin's Creed 1 to Assassin's Creed 2 to even Revelations. There was bigger jumps. And then Assassin's Creed 4 came along.
Oh man, you know what I miss about those other ones? I do miss the hideouts and the defenses and stuff. I do kind of miss that stuff. Like I don't like how they did it where you had to constantly go back and defend it constantly. Yeah. But I did like the sense of those mini games where
building yourself up.
Yeah, and like
as the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and like if you build the more people you bring on, the better like defenses and stuff you get. Like I really liked that stuff. I really thought it was really cool.
And again, like I don't mind RPG games because I like playing RPG games. I like Elden Ring. I love all these other games that are RPG-esque. Again, another thing, God of War. It goes back to it. Like I think God of War it fits the God of War kind of feel. Like Kratos isn't he's not young, but he's not old. You get what I mean? So he's he thinks about more defense than just brawl out. Like, let's just.
He's more level-headed now.
Exactly. He thinks more like how a Spartan used to think. Like, I need to defend myself. New world, new things. I don't know. I don't understand half of these things. So like, it's just more. And I think for God of War it works, but for Assassin's Creed it kind of doesn't. Because again, Assassin's Creed, I feel like as an assassin, you don't ever think like John Wick. John Wick's an assassin. He's a hitman, but he's technically an assassin. But
he's very thorough. Yeah,
he does things nicely. But again, the way you used to be able to like when you'd get that special counter in Assassin's Creed, and you just like you do these crazy kills, like it made you feel good because you're like, hey, I kind of did that.
I kind of did that. I pushed the button and did that.
But here you have to, let me dodge, hit him, parry real quick, and then you just hit him once, and then you just kill him. I don't know if in this game you get special takedowns when you parry or you counter. I don't know how this one is.
This one's, it's just like Origins and like, all of them. They have certain, but they have this certain like guards have shields and stuff now, so you have to break their shield and stuff. It's weird. There's a lot that they're adding, but like I still feel like it's a good game.
I'm always gonna give it a try. If it's a game franchise that I like, I will give it a try. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I played through Origins. I enjoyed it. It was a decent change up. And then I tried playing more of Odyssey. I got bored of Odyssey. And then Valhalla, I kind of got bored of Valhalla. And I just left the franchise like that. And until they brought out Mirage, which I thought Mirage was a good step into going back into somewhat of an original Assassin's Creed.
Somewhat.
I was hoping they'd kind of do more of what they did with Mirage into this one. But again, I haven't really played it, so
I don't like the RPG effect of like the assassinations and stuff. I like the fact that you can switch, which is cool.
How is that? Like, who do you like playing as more truly?
I like playing the girl because she's very nimble and stuff. Yeah. But I also like playing the guy if I wanted to feel very much samurai-like, because like he's just stronger and stuff. She's very much weaker and like she'll die quicker and like all that. But I very much like I like the girl more just because I like the assassin feel. Like I like being nimble and I like being fast in any game. So I definitely like the girl a bit more. But the guy is cool too. I very much like the guy as well. The story is very interesting. I started it off in immersive mode, which it makes it like in Portuguese and Japanese or whatever at first. And it was very good. I just don't like how the lip sync is matched up for the English now. So it like kind of bothered me. So I was like, you know what? It's whatever. And
Squid Games.
And like some of the English voice acting is kind of bad, and I'll agree with her. But like it's not all terrible. I can still deal with that rather than like the like lips. Like the only show I've never dealt with that actually. I always go to the original voice thing because it seems better in my opinion.
Yeah. No, yeah, just. It's not that I've been let down by Assassin's Creed by Ubisoft. It's just I feel like they think we know what they want.
You let me down, Ubisoft. Why do you do these things that you do? Just give me a finished game.
Is this one not finished?
I don't know. There's always bugs in their games. I just know that. I haven't ran into any, honestly.
One that they really shit on, and I understand in the beginning, it's pretty shit, but Unity.
I liked Unity too. I really liked Unity, but I also saw a lot of the bugs that people had to deal with, so I understand why people were mad at the game.
What I do appreciate from Unity is, again, this open world multiplayer.
Dude, it was. It was open world to a certain degree though, which kind of upset me because I really thought we'd be able to free roam together like you would in any Assassin's Creed game, but like it's only so much.
Yeah, but it was like I wish they would have obviously I wish you guys would have expanded on it more.
Freaking Ubisoft!
I did like I liked the Assassin's Creed 4 where you were able to just hunt down people. That was always fun because it was basically hide and seek.
Wait, Assassin's Creed 4?
Yeah, I remember in online where you go online and then you.
Was it 4 or was it?
It was 4.
It was the Brotherhood. I thought it was Brotherhood.
It was probably Brotherhood and the 4.
And 4 probably did it as well, huh? Yeah, okay.
But it
But
was
yeah, you're right.
playing basically.
I did. Yeah, I did like that because it was like pretend. You gotta pretend to be like an NPC, and then other people are also trying to figure out who you are, but also be an NPC.
Also trying to kill people.
Yes, and you can't just outright like murder them outright. You have to do like an actual assassination, or else it doesn't count.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like Ubisoft, if you ever do listen or you ever watch this, please go back to that or make a separate. I honestly, if you guys wouldn't mind, make a separate Assassin's Creed that is literally death matches and
Assassin's Creed versus
GTA,
do it,
brother. Imagine that you guys make a GTA Assassin's Creed. That would be nice, where we're able to customize our own characters.
That'd be pretty freaking cool.
Whether you want to make the dude bulky, like a bulky assassin, and he can use heavier. I mean, I feel like you can, as any assassin, you can use whatever. But, and then obviously make it in a setting. I don't give a crap, but like make it old setting, or make it modern. Just make it somewhere where we can just climb. I wouldn't mind. Like if you make it in Chicago, I think Chicago, where you guys had Watch Dogs, I think that would have been nice. You know,
that's not bad.
I think either that, San Francisco, like you guys use,
or just go and take all your old map assets and put them in a game and just throw assassins in there.
And then we can have death matches or free roaming.
Right.
And I think I think it would be nice, and especially because I'm not gonna say we should buy property. Because you guys
buy property as assassins, and then you can try to break into other people's properties, like traps.
Your own creed, basically. Basically have your own creed, and then obviously you can invite your friend to your creed.
That'd be cool. No, that's not a that'd be kind of cool. I would be down for that.
But then again, I don't know.
That's a lot, though. I don't know.
A lot of obviously, like you guys are banking on, especially because you guys are becoming not well with money right now.
Wow, not doing well,
so,
not doing well.
I think if you guys put amount of love into this Assassin's Creed game like you do into Rainbow Six, I think you guys could definitely
quit on Rainbow Six. Stop it. Stop with Rainbow Six.
That's what's making most of their money.
I don't care. Yeah. Leave it. Abandon it.
Rainbow
I don't. I hate it.
But anyways, if you guys would put time and effort, I think you guys could make money. Obviously, you guys are gonna put microtransactions. I'm not gonna tell you no, because that's how this industry works now. But
I'm gonna tell you no.
I definitely think like you guys should, and like don't make it pay to win. If you guys are gonna give microtransactions, at least make it cosmetic. Like
yeah, I don't mind cosmetics.
If you guys are making microtransactions, please make it more cosmetic than.
I want to pay $100 to be the last level and the best weapons.
Yeah, basically. So please don't do that. But please take that into consideration if you ever watch this. It'd be nice. But again, I'm not a game creator, so I don't know. I don't know what goes on behind
games
the scenes.
Are hard.
Games are hard to make. I understand that. They take
coding sucks. I quit within a year.
I tried doing coding and in high school, and then it just I was like, damn, this is hard. And I never wanted to do. I don't like sitting there and making a whole thing and like everything's right, and then you go to test it and nothing works, and you're like, what the hell? And you spend hours trying to figure out what's wrong, and you just added like an extra space somewhere by accident. Yeah.
And you're just depressed afterwards. You just
like,
lost all motivation. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this.
But yeah, just an idea. Obviously, games aren't made how they used to be. I miss old racing games.
I miss old games. I miss a lot of old games. I might go on we should go on an old game marathon.
I would not mind that. If we find on your computer, we just start fucking playing the games.
On my computer, we can have on the PlayStation.
PlayStation has their old games. I just want the old game community, like old games back. Like,
I want people to enjoy games.
Racing games. I miss simulating racing games are fun and all. Like, don't get me wrong, I like playing F1 simulations and all that. But I do miss the archaic, cartoony-ish car games like Burnout. Burnout was an amazing racing game. You can literally crash, and your car just gets dismantled, but then you get right back up, you respawn, and just keep driving. And that was nice. And then especially because the game would literally make you feel like you're going 500 miles per hour, more than what the car can actually go. And those games were fun. And I like those racing games.
I like story games like that. I like games that like remind you that you're playing a game. Like enjoy it. Like just go wild.
Why do I need to try hard? I don't want to speak about
I love realism games here and there. Like trust me, but like I like also games that are games
that make you feel fun and don't make you feel like, oh, if I mess this up, I'm gonna
like there's some huge
out.
I don't know. I get you. I totally get you.
And I feel like that's what we should go back as a gaming community.
Go back to being nice people.
Go back to making games that actually make you feel fun. I'm crashing out on Marvel Rivals a lot lately. I don't want to talk about it.
Screw that game.
But yeah, that's just I just wish we could go back to those, like even fighting games and even story games before, like Prototype.
Prototype was a good game.
Prototype. I have both games on.
Okay, we'll have to get into games like we miss another time. Or else you're gonna be sitting here talking for a whole another hour.
We're just very passionate about these things.
I love video games.
I guess I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I guess it's a very long episode. Well, this was a very nice long talk episode. It's been a little bit since we recorded an episode. You guys
I'm catching up.
Yeah.
Within when you see this,
we'll probably
the rest of the videos will probably be out within this week, earlier this week. That's all I'll see.
Working on a special episode.
Yes, I am. Which is just gonna be a bunch of random stuff. So
yeah, so get ready for that. I think that one will definitely be more visual than listening, but
yeah, that one's not gonna be a podcast. That one's actually gonna be
like a video.
A video.
Because I'm pretty sure Bryce is gonna put some edits in there.
Yeah, I will. That's something I'll actually heavily edit since this is more of a podcast. And I don't like to edit heavily in these because like it ruins podcast out, like effort thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But thank you for tuning in and
yes.
Appreciate it, and we'll try to get back and talk into more topical stuff. Obviously the videos that you're gonna see that are gonna come out are from weeks behind, so it's gonna be a little bit. So just give us a minute. We're gonna get back into it. And yeah. Thank you, and like and subscribe, and see ya.